Hi everyone, my name is Jewel, and this is the Weather Channel of J7409. Thanks so much for clicking play and checking out the weather with me today. And now it's time to find out what might be going on in your neck of the woods. Well, it's Wednesday, everybody, the 21st of July, 2021. I'm going to talk about severe weather today. And you remember last week I said, well, look, what's going to pop up after 5 days? Well, it's showing now at the National Hurricane Center. We're going to talk about that along with the general forecast for the lower 48. But before we get all to that, folks, the bootleg fire. This fire is unreal. Now, it's making pyrocumulus clouds. They are forming when the extreme heat from the flames of the wildfire force the air to rapidly rise, condensing and cooling any moisture on smoke particles produced by the fire. Now, these clouds essentially become their own thunderstorms and can contain lightning and strong winds. You've heard me talk about dry lightning. Well, this is where it's coming from. Now, the fire is also so large and generating so much energy and extreme heat that it's changing the weather. The weatherman said normally the weather predicts what the fire will do, but in this case, the fire's so big it's predicting what the weather will do. The prolonged drought is also fueling the fire conditions, and it looks like the massive blaze has a very good chance of continuing to grow. Now, the fire is burning these dense fuels, and they're extremely dry from the prolonged drought. Also, one of the chief fire protections for the Oregon Department of Forestry said the drought conditions are driving the fire potential 90% of the state in either exceptional, extreme, or severe drought conditions. Now, the future for the remainder of the season continues to look above normal dry and above normal temperatures. So this is not going to return to normal anytime soon. So we're facing a long, difficult season. Now, it's possible that another 50,000 to 100,000 acres could burn before this fire is contained. State Fire Marshal said that the current fire season is historic in terms of the amount of resources that they've deployed and how many times they have deployed. Also added, we've mobilized to 6 configurations, and this is the earliest and most significant mobilization to date. Third largest fire in state history is the Bootleg Fire. It began July 6th, and it was in the National Forest near the California border, and it has spared little in its path. More than 2,000 people are currently evacuated from their homes. 67 homes have been destroyed, along with 117 minor structures like sheds, garages, and things like that. Now, the fire has averaged a rate of spread of nearly 1,100 acres per hour. Can you only imagine? For more than 13 consecutive days, that rate would burn through New York Central Park in 45 minutes. And there appears to be little hope for the progress against these flames as these winds gust up to 25 miles per hour, and they are expected to continue over the next couple of days. Now, the Bootleg Fire is the third largest, so that's just what's going on with it, folks. Please, please keep these people in your thoughts and your prayers as this fire continues to go on. And here we go with where some severe weather might pop up today. Looking like scattered strong to severe thunderstorms are very possible this afternoon from the Delmarva into the southern New England area. And this includes New Jersey and Long Island. Now, hail and damaging winds are going to be possible with these storms. And we also have some strong storms that are also possible over western sections of Montana. So far as tornado goes, less than 2%, so that's a good thing. Gusty winds, Delmarva right on up into New Jersey, Long Island, portions of New York City, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and in Massachusetts. 5% chance of these gusty winds over in western Montana and the outlying eastern areas. Now, when we take a look at hail, here we go. The greatest chance is up to 15% for some inch or better size hail is going to be from Delmarva, New Jersey, Long Island, New York City, the state of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and parts of Massachusetts. So be aware. Oh my goodness gracious. Look what popped up that I showed you that possibly looked like it might pop up last week. Well, now the National Hurricane Center has it up here. Don't worry too much yet, though, because this is what they're saying. It's a broad, non-tropical low-pressure system. It is forecast to develop off the coast of the southeastern United States by late Friday or early Saturday. I'm thinking it could be then, it might be Sunday. Now, the environmental conditions are expected to be marginally conducive for some gradual development over the weekend, while this system meanders offshore the coast of South Carolina, Georgia, and northeastern Florida. 2 days, it's zip, 0. 5 days, 20% chance. Don't worry too much about it now. I'm going to keep my eyes on it, and let's go check some things out. And here we are this morning around 9 a.m. You see nothing's going on. We do have this elongated system here that is going to turn into a big old low system coming up down here off the coast of Venezuela and South America. We have this system here. I think it will diminish also. We'll hop this up to around 11 p.m. this evening, see what goes on with everything right quick. Not a whole lot going on, so let's just go back up to Thursday, tomorrow around 1 p.m. You can see it's going to go on off the coast. It's going to come in Nicaragua and go off the coast, but it's just going to be rain. Your winds, folks, aren't going to be that bad. You'll be able to handle it, okay? And for all of my little island friends and over in Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, we do have this tropical wave coming through. You're just going to have winds that you're used to with some rain showers coming in. Now you can see as we move down a little, we have this big low right here. Still nothing over here, right? So let's hop on up to Saturday around 6 a.m. Now we have this low that started. It's a little teeny thing, nothing to worry about as of right now, but we all know how these things can change. Now we see something in the Gulf. That's a high pressure. That's a high pressure system. So we'll move on up to Saturday evening around 7 p.m. And then this low does start to get a little bit of wind gust in it. Nothing bad at all. 32 miles per hour. That's nothing bad. Sustained winds are less than that. There will be some rain in it as it moves off the coast. Now, a lot of people and meteorologists are thinking this is going to follow this. But when we come down, we got a huge low coming down from our friends up in Canada. I think it's going to pull it up north. We'll see what this model says. This is the Euro model. We'll go to Sunday. You see this has moved off too fast already. This is not it doesn't seem to be picking up any speed, but that doesn't mean anything. We're still days away from Sunday. We've got to wait and see what happens, and I'm going to keep my eyes on it and let you know. But we will move on up to around Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. Nothing seems to be shaking too much, moving around. Let's go to Monday around 3 a.m. And then you can see this elongated low here, trough, it's already gone. So it's not following this. It's going to follow this low, is going to push it down and then push it on out. As it looks right now, here's Monday around 8 p.m. and it's already got swooshed up in this and it's moving on out. So I'm going to keep my eyes on it. We'll see what happens with it. Everybody, you need to have your kits and your plans ready. These things are going to start popping up more and more and more. And I'm talking about everybody from up north all the way down to the coast of Florida and in the Gulf. You need to have your stuff ready. Now, over here in Africa, this big high, this low has been sitting here for a while. I don't know if it's ever going to get pushed off because this high keeps pushing it down. I'm sure it will at some point, but as of right now, everything's looking pretty good for the islands, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Cuba. All you guys, as of right now through Monday, you are looking A-OK. Let's quickly take a look at a couple of maps here for all of my subscribers and friends that are going on. This is down in Puerto Rico. You can see over the next couple of days, you guys are going to have some showers off and on. Nothing you're not used to, just some showers. One or two of them might be pretty heavy, and these showers are going to go over into sections of the Dominican Republic. But just some good rain showers. Maybe your gardens or your plants or whatever needs it will get some of this rain that it needs. And the winds, nothing that you are not used to for the next couple of days. Now, when we come over to the northwestern Atlantic, you can see we do have some showers that are going to be going across Florida. Florida is going to be getting a lot of rain along with the panhandle of Florida, panhandle of Alabama, and the panhandle of Mississippi. You guys are going to get some of this rain along with portions of Louisiana as this system starts to move on across and up and out in South Carolina. You can see this is over the next few days, and it goes through Saturday at 2 p.m. of who might get some rain. This also shows Cuba and Jamaica down here, as you can see over in these areas, Honduras, Belize, and the Gulf. So you can see what's going on. Nothing looking too bad at this time for anyone. Here we are over at my future radar for the lower 48. As I turn it on, let it play through. We got a cold front. It's swinging across the northeast this afternoon. That's what's going to help spark these thunderstorms capable of producing damaging wind gusts and large hail. Now, the areas that are highlighted as having the greatest severe thunderstorm threats extend from Cape Cod to the Delmarva Peninsula. This includes New Jersey and Long Island. Now, this cold front will also help rid the atmosphere of the wildfire smoke that was recently transported from the western sections of North America. In the meantime, though, air quality alerts remain in effect for parts of the mid-Atlantic. Elsewhere, another day of scattered showers and thunderstorms is in store for the southeast and the Gulf Coast region. These isolated downpours could lead to possibly localized flash flooding. And, of course, they are also possible across western Montana, as I've showed you. Now, this cold front, when it interacts with the warm and the unstable air mass, these storms could turn severe and trigger damaging wind gusts. The summer monsoon is expected to persist throughout the Southwest and the Great Basin for the foreseeable future. My goodness, I hate this. The rainfall is desperately needed for much of the region, as widespread extreme to exceptional drought conditions have been locked in for much of the year now. However, too much rain could lead to flooding concerns across the vulnerable locations. Showers and thunderstorms capable of dropping over an inch of rain are expected to become more widely spread by Thursday over portions of the Southwest. Now, this would be excessive rainfall for a lot of you guys, and this excessive rainfall watch has been issued for both today and tomorrow. It's really not expected until tomorrow, but it includes parts of Arizona, western New Mexico, and southwest Colorado. Now, hot and dry weather, that's the forecast to continue across the northern and central plains over the next few days, as an upper-level ridge remains anchored over the central Rockies. Now, widespread high temperatures into the upper 90s and low triple digits stretch across eastern Montana and the Dakotas, while spreading farther south and east by the end of this week. Now, you guys have excessive heat warnings. They are in effect across eastern Montana today, as warm overnight lows combine with dangerous heat during the day. Now, Slightly to the west, extreme drought, gusty winds, and the continuing threat of dry lightning is going to continue, and this has made a critical fire weather risk too elevated. Now, these conditions stretch from the northern Sierra Nevada and Great Basin to the northern Rockies, where fire weather watches and red flag warnings are in effect. Thanks so much for watching. I just appreciate it so much. Thanks to all my faithful, regular subscribers, all my new subscribers. Welcome aboard, and thank you for joining us here at the J7409 Weather Channel. If you're into the weather, all kinds of weather, please subscribe. Remember to do that. Click the J7409 weather emblem in the bottom right-hand corner. Click that bell and check off all to ensure you get all my latest weather videos. I would appreciate it so very much. Everyone, have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. I got my eyes on the tropics and everything else going on. I will post accordingly as I see changes happening. Peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you, not only today, but in the days ahead. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day.